Okay, starting the video over for the umpteenth time. Keep yawning. Bottom line is, I'm very tired. I've worked a lot today. I have a right to yawn, but I'm not going to do it here. And if it happens again, I will stop the video again and start it again. Alright, I have the curtains closed for a reason. I don't think that I should advertise anything about where I am. I'm in the courtside area, right? And those of you who know me well enough that you're with me this year somewhere, which there are several of you, you know where I'm at, and we're not going to discuss it, are we? No. We're going to make this about us, not make it about where I am, where I'm working, what else I might be planning on doing, and all that. Until you see some changes about what I'm doing, just don't overemphasize anything I say. Yeah, so I've been staying busy. Yeah, today was a killer day. Tomorrow will be even more. And then it slows down a little bit until like, about the 15th. And then it picks up again in February. And we're doing a good job around here. We're doing a good job. Everybody's working very hard. And sometimes I wish I had an assistant, but oh well. It would be nice, but I'm not going to make it happen by saying it's got to happen. No, it doesn't have to happen. I'm actually learning the software very well, the one that they use here, which is a standard software used by a lot of campgrounds. And it's got some advantages, some disadvantages, but if you use your brain, you can make things work. And I do back up a lot of stuff on Excel spreadsheets. So I do have records in case anything gets lost, Let's put it this way. I don't trust the software I just started using. I've been playing with software since 1987, and trust me, I ain't that way. No, I learned to not be that way. Yeah, I enjoy working with computers. I enjoy working with computer software. It's all fun. But actually, learning to use software is more like learning how to play a game, right? And there are certain rules to every game. And there's certain moves you can make and you can't make. That's all. So, before I yawn, I'm going to say Happy New Year. I hope you're enjoying yourself wherever you are in the Quartzsite area or anywhere in this country. I wish you the very best. Thank you very much for subscribing. Thank you very much for sharing. Thank you for your comments. I do read every one of them. I don't respond to every one of them. I just don't have the time. But I'm going to try to find the time. And in case you kids didn't know it, this is Pops talking. We've got over 1,000 subscribers now. So that's pretty good. And Google, in fact, or YouTube, whatever you want to call it, they sent me a congratulations on that. So I don't know what that means, but, over 1,000. I'm sure there's some other numbers I gotta hit in order to start making any revenue off of the site. But in the meantime, I hope you don't mind that I do this on Social Security, right? As an income, as my only income, okay? Think of it that way. And I'm not a beggar. I don't beg for anything. I will survive. Oh, I was going to say this. They had built a shed over my RV. And there's these things they put in the ground, they sunk them around. And they're like anchors. And unfortunately, I hit one of those anchors with my car the first day. Ended up blowing out a front tire. I'm on the temporary now. and then I'm going to Blythe to either get a tire, or I'm contacting stores in Blythe to get the pricing of a new tire, and then I'll go into the Quartzsite store and say, this is what they're telling me in Blythe I can get it for. Do you match the price? Because if you don't match the price, I'll drive over to Blythe. It's only 25 miles. Doesn't take that long, half an hour, whatever. 45 minutes if you're going really slow, which I would do. Yeah, so I blew out a tire, a darn good tire too. So I feel bad about it, but hey, I learned. And my car's underneath the cover as well right now, so it's being protected from the sun. You know what's great about having this thing over me is, like, I've got a weather protected area out in the front of the RV where I've got my sitting area on rugs. I got a convection oven along with convection oven cart. I've got a cord that's running up to the front that's plugged into a trickle charger that's hooked up to the battery, and it keeps the battery fully charged at all times, and when necessary it shuts itself off, so I'm pretty happy with it, and I don't have to worry about starting up the RV because it will start every time right away, as long as I've given it enough gas. So I got some things to do this summer, including getting the brakes checked, and I'll probably get a new lock on the front door. I don't like the way it works anymore. It's kind of worn out. What else do I get to do? I got to get the guy back in here to put the carburetor on the generator, and then that way I can run the generator every month, half load, which is turn on a couple of heaters during the summer, turn on the air during the winter. The opposite. Turn on the heaters, a couple of them, during the winter, turn on the air conditioning during the summer, and run it for a half an hour that way. And then I have to go out and get gas to make sure that I always am at least a half a tank when I'm doing that. Because the carburetor, the fuel tube into the gas tank, only goes down to where a quarter of a tank ends. If you have less than a quarter of a tank, there's no gas for your generator. That is designed to work that way, so you never run out of gas while you're driving, right? So, yeah. So anyway, it's nice here. I love it. Yeah. I do love it. Yep. I've gone down to Silly House too many times. Burned out on Silly House. So I won't be going back there. I was going to go to the Mexican place. It's in town. But they were closed today. So I guess they're getting ready to party, celebrate. So I went over to the market and got some chicken strips. And I had some mashed potatoes left over. And I've got little pieces of Lindt chocolates, that are dark chocolate. So it's hardly any sugar. It's almost all oils. The only kind of chocolate that a diabetic should never eat. The half and half is because only a diabetic would actually enjoy drinking that much fat and that little sugar. So it's either that or water, Anyway, I'm getting ready to go back out and do a little bit of work. And then I'm going back in to watch The Rifleman. Back in those days, they made 39 episodes a season. These days, you're lucky if they do 13. And in those days, the best episodes of that season were the ones that were played in reruns for 13 weeks. That's how good we had it. Sorry for the ones that are so young, but the majority of my audience, I've looked at it, the majority of my audience is near my age, right? Or, younger or older. They're basically 55 plus. So you all know what I'm talking about how we had things so much better when greed, was not what was driving decisions as much. Um, these days, the networks are more confused more concerned with how much money they're going to make off of every episode, and then they are confused because that's not what the public wants, right? The younger generation has an attention span because of the way that they've been trained to do things on computers of maybe about 5 minutes. So not like us, we could go outside and play all day and not want to come home at 10 o'clock at night after playing all day in the dark, and well, at night in the dark, but playing all day on the street. Want to know who the most popular kid is? Look outside of all the houses. Who has the most bikes? That's the popular kid, right? These days, it's more like, well, we judge it by, or they judge it by how popular you are on Facebook, or what's the other one that Facebook owns. Anyway, I mean, like, YouTube is primarily for the older people. My audience is the older people. Most of them are men, some are women, but they're people that are getting ready to retire, or they have been retired, and they are either living this lifestyle or hoping somebody is going to say something that will encourage them to just get off of their fannies and do it before they're dead. I've been fulfilling my bucket list, right? All of my items on the bucket list are gone. If the item isn't on the bucket list, it's because I don't care. I don't want to climb up to the top of Mount Everest. I don't want to go up in a spaceship. There are things that I just don't want. I've already done everything I want. It's real simple. All right, well, I'm going to go. I want to thank you, and Happy New Year to all of you. I want to thank you for the fact you can come over here and subscribe. Over 1,000 of you have done that. And you share these videos. And you comment on the videos. And you either like or you dislike. It doesn't matter to me. As long as you express an opinion, I care about that. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for coming here. And please keep on coming back to Happy Hippie Haven. And this is Pops. I'm out.